Hi all, so I came over to the UK and today I was supposed to be climbing Mount Snowdon up in Wales, but unfortunately Hurricane Burrough followed me and the weather conditions are atrocious over there, so traffic advisory and climbing advisory means I couldn't go. So I stayed in Leicestershire, rural Leicestershire. I'm going to do a hike through the countryside here. Got a 9-mile route depending how the weather goes. It's blowing a gale right now. It's due to rain quite a bit, so if it gets bad I'll just cut it short, make it a 4, 5, 6, whatever it is when I've had enough. But the plan is a 9-mile circuit route starting here in a village called Somerby by the famous Stilton Inn. Right, enjoy the video. This is Somerby Main Street. I suppose to my American viewers, quintessential English village. But it's pretty typical for around here, and this is where I spent most of my life before moving to America. So today I'm going to start by following the Leicestershire round, and that'll meet the Jubilee Way. Alright, get started. So looking back, that's the way I came. You can see in the distance the church spire from Somerby, and as I go around the loop I'll obviously see that as a landmark towards my finish, and I parked just by the village hall close to the church spire, or close to the church. So there's the field I walked along, there's the stile to get over the farmer's boundary and back to the field. So as you can see, absolutely useless, but there's no issue because obviously you can walk along the edge of his field. And with rights of way, the farmer maintains either the path or, like here, a section of field is set aside for ramblers and hikers to walk along. See the scarecrow out in the field there? It's the sheep grazing in the distance. Something I do like about England is the history, obviously. Hedges, which are these lines of vegetation you can see all around. Hedge actually means boundary marker, and they're boundary markers to the fields. And some of these date back into medieval times, when obviously the yeomen or the farmers, my ancestors, actually farmed the fields, and a lot of them still remain today. So what you see with these trees and hedges marking the perimeter are hundreds and hundreds, if not longer, years old. So you can see the sheep are in what looks like a turnip field. And then the boundary here is made of bramble, and in the spring these will be blackberries, and they used to pick these blackberries, make wine and jams and stuff. here I am. I'm at the junction of the Jubilee Way and the permissive path up to the old fort, and that's where I intend to go. So as I was hiking along, you've seen on the video, there was a sign that the old Dalby path, or Little Dalby path, is closed on Thursdays. Well, I thought today was Thursday, so I walked all the way round, then came up where that farm is, a bit of a climb in mud. So worked my lungs a bit, only to find when I got to the top that actually today is Friday, and that this side of the path has a sign that says the path is open. Not to worry, I'm back on track now, and I'll head up to the fort, have a good look round, and then decide where I'm going to go next. Enjoy the hike. So right now I'm in Rose Hill Spinney, and the wind is blowing. There's the climb ahead, up onto the fort. See, someone's already going up there and it looks like they're struggling in the mud. You can hear that wind howl. I'm supposed to get to gale force today. So you see the climb up to the fort. I mean, that's quite aggressive. If you was an attacking force trying to get up that, that'd be hard going. On the top there, I assume that's the first defensive barrier, and then the gap in the middle would be the way into the fort. But obviously once we get up there we can have a look. But that's going to be a bit of a climb up, especially with this mud. Alright. So here's the fort. Huge place. You see the embankment all the way round. That was obviously built as a defence by medieval times. From where the trees are, the gap is in the distance. Melton Mowbray, where I'm staying, is about 4 miles that way. On a clear day, they say you can see Lincoln Cathedral from here. It's going to blow a gale on the top, so I'll turn the sound off. So there's the fort in the distance on top of the hill there. And here's the path I'm taking now. And I'm just wondering if this was the medieval path or ancient path leading up to the fort. You just never know. That plaque looks like 15 something 09 or 89 or something on that house. Back in Somerby where I started, so I'll go and collect the car, probably call in at that Stilton Cheese Inn and have a nice warm beer.